In a move to give immunity to Devyani, India has shifted her to the permanent UN mission in New York. Devyani was the Deputy Consul General at India's New York consulate. Full immunity has been given to Devyani Khobragade. India has moved now to shield her from what Gaurav said is overzealous prosecution by the US. Let's listen into Salman Khurshid.
Clear will be understood, and that message, there will be a response. After all, these are two countries that have enormous investments in each other. We have a lot of complementarities, we have a lot of shared values, and I can't imagine that aberration, if that's what it is, departure from practices, best practices of conducting oneself with not just diplomats but human beings generally, that a departure from that will be considered more important than the years and years of investment that we put into each other.
One final question. You said in the House that there seems to be a conspiracy where the US police is concerned, etc. Was there a conspiracy between the authorities and those people?
Well, the manner in which the facts have been described to me would have given me a choice between choosing it to be a conspiracy or choosing it to be an irrational behavior. So whichever label you want to choose, but it is something that in normal course one would not expect with a country that is wedded to rule of law and wedded to democracy. And therefore, whatever choice of word you use, in effect, has to reflect our complete and impossible to accept something of the nature that's happened. It's hurtful, it's distressing, it is unacceptable, and it's something on which, as I said, we need to give a very clear clarion call that it must be reversed.
The External Affairs Minister, understandably, is very guarded when it comes to the use of words, whether it was a conspiracy or whether it was overzealousness on the part of the US Marshal. But what is this conspiracy that a lot of people seem to be suggesting at this point, Gaurav?
Well, the Minister of External Affairs, Salman Khurshid, indicating it's a conspiracy. Now, he as minister and standing outside Parliament is being guarded. But sources in the Ministry of External Affairs are very clearly saying, or sources in the government are very clearly saying that this is a conspiracy, a vested political interests pursuing their own agenda, their own careers, are going after a diplomat because they think they can get away by pushing India around. And this is one case, and there is a pattern to this. There have been a series of cases, including the completely uncalled for harassment of a diplomat's daughter. His teenage daughter was handcuffed and locked up in prison, and the US never apologized for it, and India was extremely angry even that time. But this time, when you strip a diplomat, you handcuff her, you indulge her to, indulge in cavity search and all of that, India is saying enough is enough. And this is completely unacceptable. As the minister said, it's irrational. There is an agenda that is being pursued, and that should not be pursued, especially when it comes to two democracies like India and the United States of America.